a really good win. I thought, number one, we just played them, and we've kind of talked all week about maybe seeing something different. They played really completely different than they did the last time we played them. They were a lot bigger. India Howard's played really well at the end of the year, 22, put her in the starting lineup. It was big, it was physical. I told our team at halftime, I told them at the end of the game, like it was fun to watch that game. When any rebound was contested both ways, I mean, it was hard to get them. I thought it was physical, I thought it was athletic, and so to come out of it and kind of find a different way, a week ago we go 11 for 13, today we go 4 for 22. We really played defense very well against a team that has a lot of different people that can score the ball. So really a pretty complete performance. I thought we were just steady. We played very consistently hard throughout, and then pretty soon when you looked up there, we had a lead good enough to withstand when they finally stuck some shots there at the end. So I was doing some quick math there, and we were all right. So.
Questions?
Callis, 15, Callis kind of got going early on, and then after that, missing persons program. You guys did a good job on her over the last 3 quarters.
Yeah, you can't give her any space, no space. And I think we gave up an offensive rebound on a free throw. Those are always hard. There's always a scramble on an offensive rebound, so that was one of them. And then we went under a ball screen. She's going to make you pay. And then maybe we were low on a switch. And after that, we sort of talked about that. They made good adjustments and took that stuff away. And then her last one was deep and tough, and good players are going to make some. So, but the last 2 times we wanted to do well on 12 and well on 15. We kind of had a goal as a group. We hit it again. They had 24 last week, 24 this week, and they were off to a good start early in the game. So we did a nice job of clamping down. And the way we guard defensively, that we'll switch some things, so it's not always the same person. And so your team has to be tuned into who they're guarding. And I think we've grown in that throughout the year.
Beat those guys by, 20, 25 last time. You knew they were going to make some adjustments over the week. Is there anything they did differently? Is there anything they did that you didn't expect? Is there anything you did?
I think they played a little slower. I don't know if it looked like that, but I mean, it was a track meet the last time. I mean, we could not. We made one adjustment. I told them, don't get back, sprint back. That in the last time we played them, and they still played pretty fast, but they were a little more of a half court team tonight. And we do have, we can play that way too. I think that's been a strength of ours all year. We can counterpunch. How do you want to play? And we can probably play that way. And so. That's probably a little better matchup for us. I think it was harder for us to play. I thought they played very well, but we're typically a little bit bigger than what they normally play. The last time we saw them, they were super small. Sometimes that's hard for us to chase, but we did a nice job of adjusting.
Jade, you guys have kind of made it, a tradition of these home games coming out firing on offense, and I mean, you had 9 right out of the gate, 2 or 3 of the first shots. I mean, how much does that kind of factor into the game plan, and how excited you're feeling coming into these games?
Yeah, I think tonight I was probably the most nervous that I've been in a very long time to play a game, just because I'm so excited, and I really feel like I get a lot of confidence from my teammates, from my coach. We just have a lot of chemistry, and we're just able to kind of feed off each other. So I think that's just a huge part. And then the crowd tonight was absolutely amazing. So I think that really fed into a lot of it.
Coach, as soon as we kind of walked in the building, we saw, we were kind of watching the Stetson score. Did you find out about the Stetson score, and did you share it with the players?
We did not. I knew. I guess I watched down to the 10-minute mark, and I really thought, I don't even know what it ended up. Was it close?
49-45.
It looked like it was tightening. Austin P is a good team. I mean, they really got after us at their place. We couldn't get much in the basket. So I thought it would be a very tough matchup. They had kind of controlled it, but Stetson had started to chip away. Then I shut it off and went and played. So I knew there was a chance that we would get in another game here. Obviously, we've been You can't really hide from it. We've been pretty good here. And so Jade's right, the crowd was unbelievable. What a fun atmosphere to play in. I hope they're here Tuesday night. Eastern Kentucky, if you were here last time, you didn't watch Eastern Kentucky. That's all I'll tell you. It's going to be a heck of a game. They've got tremendous offensive players. They scored 90-something at Lipscomb tonight. But that's the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to have good teams left in the tournament, and it's supposed to be a tough, fun game to watch. And so I think that it will be on Tuesday.
I'm sure you're hoping for at least one more next week, if not plenty down the line. But I imagine the first postseason win as the head coach of UCA is maybe a little sweeter than.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you even think about that, honestly. I'm super happy with this group right now. I mean, I think that they played. It's not. I mean, I probably don't even think about this. It's not about me, right? It's about us playing well at the right time of the year. And I thought we had a tremendous performance. And as I've already said, I told them that. It was fun to watch them play in that game. And so, you're one game away from playing for a conference championship, which is what you play for. So that's the part that's cool. That's the part that's cool. It's fun to get her first conference tournament win here. And putting them all together, let them go. Quite a bit of it's worked. Quite a bit of it's been right. And so I think from, that's probably the most fun part for me is like way back, I told her I thought it would work, and I think if you ask her, she's probably like, it was right. We went and ate somewhere over there.
Yeah, tacos for life.
I was the only one here. Nobody else was here yet. But I knew she was in the portal. I knew a bunch of people that knew her. They're like, you're going to love her if you can get her. And, that there's a lot of little stories like that. They're playing tough. They're playing together. And it'll take everything we got to beat Eastern Kentucky. But that's what it's about. That's the fun part.
Jade, what is kind of getting to experience this? I mean, I'm sure you've been thinking about it all year and probably from that dinner on, but
Yeah.
to actually have it come true.
Yeah, no, it's like kind of an unbelievable feeling just to kind of be here right now. This is all I've kind of like prayed for and I've worked for. And so, going back to last March, I was in a place where I didn't know where I was going to be. And I wanted to find a coach that trusted me and believed in my ability. And thankfully I found it. And now I'm kind of living that dream right now.
Let her go play. She can score. So.
Seemed like your depth was pretty big. Everyone that came in contributed.
Yeah, no, I thought, we really complement each other pretty well. Just look at our post play. I thought Cheyenne Banks was great. Best game in a long time. She's had a rough couple weeks going through what she's gone through with her family. So I'm really happy that she had the game that she had. But if you just look at Cheyenne and you look at Liz, those two really complement each other well. Very different. Very different. And so, 22 tonight, she plays for a while against one, gets used to that, and then it's like I can sub another one in, and Liz has got a completely different set of tools. And I think when you go down our roster, we're a little bit that way everywhere. Bree to Cheyenne Kemp. Cheyenne Kemp's lightning quick, physical, pretty small, but she's tough on the ball. Bree's long, athletic, moves the ball really well. Leah is different than her. You just kind of go around. So I think depth's really important. I think it's given us, we can play multiple ways. And, you're really right. I don't know how many bench points we had. 18-0 on the bench, so we were really good. Kinley stuck some important threes there late in the game.
Jade, give a shout out. Who's a teammate that you're proud of tonight?
I'm proud of all of them, but I probably would say Cheyenne Banks. I think she's been going through a lot, and I think she really stepped up a lot, and I'm very proud of her, so probably Cheyenne Banks.
She was good in there tonight. It was physical, to catch the ball, get on balance, get the ball in the basket. Those were important baskets. On a night we shot 4 for 22. Get the ball somewhere else, go find a different way to win.
44-22 in the paint, pretty dominating performance by
Yeah,
SID.
that's if you watch us, that's fairly typical. We're usually pretty good in there. We do have pretty good shooters, so people don't help a lot. So we can get some balls in the basket, in the paint.
Anything else?
Good.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
20 wins.
20 wins. Let's go. Not done yet.